Hello, I'm Kate and welcome back to my channel. This is September and this is my bullet journal that I'm going to be filling in. So I'm going to take you through August first and see how it went, and then we'll get into my September setup. For September I'm obviously wearing blue and I've got feathers everywhere. So I pulled out all my blue Crayola marker thingies. What are they called? Crayola Super Tips. Crayola Super Tips. Link in the description. And I'm going to do a blue theme. Obviously, and because I'm wearing feathers, I'm going to be doing feathers. But I would really appreciate it if you would drop some comments down below and suggest themes for next month, because I literally came up with this idea an hour ago and I'm not particularly fussed about what theme I use, but I'd really like to use a theme that people would like to see. So yeah, please drop a comment below, and while you're there, please subscribe to my channel. I normally do art videos and stuff like that, but I am hoping to stick with bullet journal videos at least for 1 year, so do come back every month to check on those, and in between then I've got lots of art videos that you can look through. So before I show you my August setup, this pen loop on the side here, it came off this month. And I've only had it for like 1 month, so I glued it back in, but yeah, that was a bit disappointing. Anyway, it still works. I haven't used it since I glued it back in, but to be honest, nah, I'm not that fussed. Just letting you know. So let's get into August. So for August, my theme was stars, and I did some gold and silver stars here, which I loved. Now, I didn't really write in much this month, but I love this spread. I really like the way it is laid out. I've got lots of room for each day to write in, so I'm really happy with that, and I'm going to do that same spread for September. On this page I've got my brain dump, and yeah, again, this is just a plain page with and I can put anything I want there, so I'm really happy with that. I will always probably have that. It's just somewhere I can just scribble down some stuff whenever I need to. This bit I really liked. I watched a lot of TV this month. In fact, that's not actually up to date. I need to circle a few more. I didn't watch very many movies, and although I've got one book here in my book section, I didn't actually read that all this month, so I need to get back to that. It's because I was staying up late watching too much TV. So I really like this. I might tweak the layout and as far as giving this section more space, but I don't know. I will at least be continuing with these 3 sections in September. So for my mood tracker and my sleep tracker, you can see I've got a big gap here. That's because I didn't really remember what time I went to sleep, and also my Fitbit did not record it, so I have no idea why. And yeah, as you can see, it worked quite well. I wasn't very good at filling it in every day. I would do it maybe a week at a time or a few days at a time. And I can sort of see that when I stay up late, look, this is 2 AM. This is midnight here, so there was only one day when I went to bed before midnight, so I really need to change that. But anyway, I noticed when I had a really late night, I also had the next day a dip in my mood, so yeah, that was really interesting to see. So I need to figure out my sleeping patterns a bit more. But I really like this setup, and I'm probably going to do the September layout exactly the same. So let's get into it. I'm probably going to leave this page blank and start September here on the next page. So let's go. For this month I really wanted to try like script writing, or I don't know, what do you call it, calligraphy, and as you can see it's not the best, but you know what, I don't care. This is my bullet journal, and I just thought, bugger it, if I don't start trying to do like calligraphy sort of script writing, I'm never going to get good at it. So hopefully at the end of this whole year of bullet journaling I can see improvements. Now we've just skipped past, so you see I did some feathers and I coloured them in quite messily. I even drew them quite messily, and that is another thing that I'm really trying to work on. What I mean by that is I usually try and do things so perfectly, and then most of the time I end up not doing it, so I'm just sort of going with it and just not caring, but just being less of a perfectionist. Now I've put in this little month thing there just so that I can see what days of the week each day is, because I really find it easier just to be able to see at a glance what day is a weekend. And you'll see at the end of the video when I do a flip through that I actually mark in blue highlight which days are weekends. The only thing I don't like about this spread is that I haven't been consistent in the way that I've highlighted things. Like I've got blue outlines all over the place, and I just need it to be a little bit cohesive. So in writing out brains, that's probably the worst title in this, and like I said before, I don't really care. Hopefully I'll get better at writing, but for now that's fine. And another thing with the titles on the movies, TV and books section, I just wrote it and then I decided to outline it. So you can't really see the titles, but I didn't want to redo them. So I definitely need to put in a little bit more thought in the way I lay it out. And let's just take a moment to appreciate how that movie reel washi tape fits so perfectly in that box. That makes my brain feel so good. But that Admit One washi tape is my absolute all-time favourite. So all the spreads this month are a little bit messy, but you know, like I said, it's my bullet journal and it works for me, so that's all that matters. So when you see on YouTube all these beautiful, beautiful layouts by these amazing artists, and you know, it's all designed so perfectly, don't be discouraged, because just make your bullet journal your own. You don't have to make it so perfect, because if it works for you, then it doesn't matter how good it looks or how bad it looks. And that's what I tell myself anyway. So I hope people are encouraged by my videos, seeing the sort of really bad typography, that it can still work. So I hope people enjoyed watching, just because I feel like they're a little bit more achievable by everyone, because they're not perfect, but they work for me. So that's September, and I'm really happy with how the blue feathers turned out. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Please leave a comment about what theme I should do next, and also give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my other art videos, and I will see you next month for another bullet journal video. Don't forget to subscribe.